6, 7.
Okay.
Take a look at what you got. Preferably, if you should have at least a couple of lands so that you can play some of the cards that you got. I look like I have enough lands to play what I want to keep, and I have a good mix of other cards. So
now check this out. Foil card, right? That is cool right there. See how it's foily and shiny? Compare that to a regular card, which doesn't do that. Now those are special. They come in what?
You get a foil card out of one out of every so many packs. I'm going to say I've seen them about 1 out of every 3 or 4 packs has a foil card in, which could be any card in the entire set. So it could be the most expensive one. It could be the crappiest
I
one.
have a land, for instance, that's foil.
Yes.
Just to point that out. And the lands, dime a dozen. This real estate, they can print it all day long. Okay, so let's say I don't have enough land. Like, I think I only have 1 land. I have a mountain. Is that enough to play?
Unless the rest of your cards have a price or have a cost to pay of only 1, I would say no. It would be a good idea for you to reshuffle in, and then instead of drawing your 7, you're going to draw 1 less. You're going to draw 6 in this case.
Well, I got a question for you now. Some of my cards are red, like take this person here. He's red. And then the next person is blue. What does that mean? Are all the cards like different colors? Or
there are 5 colors of cards, and then 2 special cases. There's colorless cards, which appear as gray or brown depending on the set, and there are multicolored cards which have more than 1 color to them. The 5 colors are white, which get their power from plains, goodness, protection, and holiness. Blue, which is power of the sea, the winds, control, and mind and mental power. Forests, which are raw, primal life essence. Trees, the creatures of the forest, natural animals. Mountains, which are earth and fire and the stuff of chaos. And swamps, which are evil, blackness, murky things, disease, and the stealing of souls and of life.
Each color plays out differently, correct?
Each color has a very different play.
For more, go to wizards.com because they have a great video that shows you how each color plays. Like the blues, for instance, can kind of control the other people and the creatures. If you ever wonder what the colors are, just look on the back of a magic card. See those 5 dots? That is the 5 colors that he just described. It's on the back of each card. And by the way, I don't think the back of this card has changed in 15 years.
It has not changed once.
Wow, that is incredible. Okay, so let's go ahead. I have 1, so what do I do now?
Okay, if you can keep the cards you have, or you can shuffle them back in and draw 1 less.
Let's do that. I'll go ahead and do that because I got messed up that time. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle these out here and deal them.
And this time you draw
I've got 6.
If you don't like what you get this time, you're going to go down to 5. Once you start,
keep going.
Yeah. Got at least a couple things better?
I think I can work with it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do it.
All right. Andy said you would pass and let me go first. The first thing I play is going to be a Sheevan Reef, which is it looks like a multicolored card. This is actually a land. It is the border around it is sort of this grayish color, so it is considered colorless. It produces both blue mana is your resource, and red mana, so it can be
very
either
nice.
color. I'm going to play that, and you can only play 1 land card each turn, so I don't have anything else I can do. I'm going to pass turn to you, Andy.
Okay, I'm going to lay down 1 land card.
Before you lay your land card down,
yes.
you get to draw a card.
Oh, I get to draw.
Yep.
Good.
And anything that you've tapped out, you get to
retap, which we'll get to that in a second. Okay, I'm going to lay down a land card, and this is a mountain. And if you look in the back here, you can see the part where Gandalf fell off, way in the back. So
yeah.
He's going to go down there.
I think I see Frodo and Gimli getting drunk on the cliffs.
Oh gosh.
That's going to be
all right, I pass turn to you.
All right. Draw my... I don't have anything to untap.
Which we'll get to that in a second, what that means.
So, draw another card. I'm going to play a mountain as well. So I've got a mountain and I've got a Sheevan Reef. I still can't play any of the spells in my hand, or cards in my hand with this, so I'm going to pass turn back to you, Andy.
Okay, now, I don't have any other lands, so I'm going to draw my card first, see what I get here. Okay, I got that. Now, I have a card here that has a one flame picture on it, which is what the mountain has. What does that mean? Can I play him?
If he has just one flame and there's nothing else in the upper right-hand corner of the card.
Okay, it's up
then,
there. He has two, actually, if you look here.
Okay. That particular guy, you're going to need
H2.
two more types of resource of any type to play him. So either red or
Okay, but I do have one that has one, so I have him.
So
It's an elemental shaman. So now what can I do with this elemental shaman? Can I just lay him down now?
Actually,
or?
he has a 1 and a red, so you need 2 total mana for him. So he takes 2 lands.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah.
A 1 and a red.
1 and a red means 1 of any type as well as a red. The other guy was 2 of any type as well as a red.
Okay, so I can't play anything. I just stop here and pass the control over to you?
Yep, and when you pass the turnover, make sure you don't have any more than 7 cards. If you do, you have to put one of them in your graveyard. Get rid of it.
I've got 7. Okay.
All right, so it goes back to me. I have nothing to untap, so draw a card. And I'm going to play another land. This one's a colorless land from the new set, Conflux. It lets you turn any other land I control into another type of land, so I can make colors of whatever type I need.
That's very useful indeed.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tap this for 1 colorless.
Which means he's going to draw the power from
draw
it.
the power out of that land for 1 colorless. Draw the power out of this for 1 red. And this particular land hurts me when I use it for blue or red, but I need it for its blue. It's going to get 1 blue out of it.
So how much does it hurt you?
I take 1 point of damage.
Which means he has a total of 20 to start. Now he's at 19.
Now he's at 19. Then with those 3 points of magic, I can cast this spell, which is a Korathi Screecher. It's a bird creature that has flying, and if it dies, I can bring it back to play for 1 last glorious turn, and then he disappears from play entirely.
Now, the thing about this, see, he's going to sling this bird at me the next round, is that correct? He's tapped all these to bring it out,
Yep.
and then he's going to tap them again, because they become untapped after turn is done, and he's going to send it at me. Now, you can't attack certain creatures directly. If I lay down one, I cannot attack that animal. What I'm doing is I'm attacking him, and he can choose to deflect it with these animals or not, or he can choose to take it.
Yeah.
That is exactly how you play the game. Just imagine it as 2 wizards on a battlefield throwing just all these creatures at each other. They can't send the creatures at the normal creatures, but he can block the creatures. So that's the way it is, just a big magic being thrown back and forth.
They're your guardians and they're your hitmen at both at the same time.
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a card now for my deck. All right, that is not good. So I'm going to have to put a card in my graveyard, except no, I can't, because this guy actually takes only 1. This thing is called an Elemental Shaman. And it says, when I come into play, you may search your library for an elemental card, reveal it, and then shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. So that means I get to look in my deck. So I'm going to go ahead and tap this mountain and lay him down.
Yep.
And I'm going to end turn.
Okay. Andy did something very smart here. He knows he needs to get another land for his next draw, and if he searches for another creature to put on top of his library, it won't be that land. So, excellent move.
I need the land. Now Jake's going to untap his.
I'm untapped, so
what that means is that he can use these again to lay either more stuff down or attack me with this creature.
And then I'm going to draw my next card. This time I'm going to play a swamp. So that taps for black magic points. Now I'm going to go ahead and attack Andy. I declare an attack. Andy can, if he had magic spells that he could cast, he could respond to that with something. Since he has all of his magic tapped out, I'm pretty confident he can't do anything about this. And my bird is a flying creature, so it can just soar right over the heads of his little ground guy. When you attack, it also taps the creature. So my bird attacks Andy for 2 points of damage.
That's 2. That means I'm down to 18.
So it took me 1 damage to get him out, but he's a bigger creature, so